Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2025 Hyundai Elantra N. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. I'll also get a bunch of sound clips. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. First introduced for the 2022 model year, the Elantra N marks Hyundai's second global N model following the successful debut of the Veloster N. While the Veloster N helped establish the brand's performance credibility, the Elantra N refined the formula by combining sharper chassis dynamics, improved everyday usability, and a more mature sedan layout. It retained the same 2-liter turbocharged engine, but benefited from a longer wheelbase, increased structural rigidity, and more advanced suspension tuning. From the outset, the Elantra N was praised for its responsive handling, engaging driving feel, and impressive performance per dollar ratio. Building on the already sporty styling of the current Elantra, the N adds components that maximize aerodynamics and aggressive appearance. The front fascia takes inspiration from the battle-ready appearance of a driver's race helmet, and the lip spoiler that runs low across the lower fascia conveys a low-slung stance. The N-exclusive red strip at the base of the front fascia continues alongside the side valances and wraps around the rear for a racetrack-ready look. The prominent N-exclusive wing spoiler with rear diffuser helps control airflow for aerodynamic performance and aggressive styling. An inverted triangle N-exclusive reflector and dual single-tipped exhaust, reminiscent of motorsports, neatly finish off the rear view. A wider coverage of undercovers enhances underbody airflow. This reinforcement in aerodynamics helps improve high-speed driving stability. Following the Elantra's recent refresh for the 2024 model year, the N has been updated in a variety of meaningful ways. The front end features a redesigned bumper fascia, grille, and dual projector LED headlamps. For maximum cooling, a duct-style air guard channels airflow more efficiently to the radiator, improving aerodynamics, efficiency, and cooling capacity in extreme conditions. A new motorsports-derived front bumper air guide augments stopping performance by routing air directly over the brake system to improve heat dissipation. The rear bumper fascia and diffuser have also been redesigned. The lightweight wheels are still the same size as before but feature a new design. N's mission is to push the limits of performance to help drivers discover how fun driving can be. With that in mind, the N brand's slogan is "Never Just Drive." It fully captures the N mindset and spirit. Do more than simply drive, enjoy every second of it. Since its debut in 2013, the N brand has built a fervent following with its winning combination of everyday sports cars and its rapid rise in rally and customer racing. Throughout development, they're tested at the Nürburgring in Germany, one of the world's most demanding racetracks. The Elantra N for 2025 is only offered in one configuration, with the only options being exterior color, transmission, and a variety of accessories. Base price including destination is $35,595. This example is finished in intense blue, which is one of the 3 no-cost colors out of the 6 you can choose from. The 8-speed DCT transmission is an additional $1,500, which brings the total MSRP of this example, including destination, to $37,095. The Elantra N competes in a niche but competitive segment. Its closest rivals include the Honda Civic Type R, which offers a similar front-wheel drive formula with a manual transmission, the Toyota GR Corolla with its turbocharged 3-cylinder and all-wheel drive layout, and the Volkswagen Golf GTI and Golf R, the latter offering all-wheel drive and more premium appointments. While each competitor brings its own strengths to the table, be it raw power, refinement, or daily usability, the Elantra N stands out with its aggressive price point, strong performance tuning, and a factory-backed motorsports pedigree that's hard to ignore. The Elantra N is fitted with unique 19 by 8-inch forged alloy wheels that are wrapped in 245/35 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S summer tires for increased traction and dynamic cornering performance. The new wheel design reduces total unsprung weight by an impressive 33 pounds compared to the previous wheel design for enhanced handling response and ride comfort. Front and rear tire pressures have also been marginally increased to compensate for higher front axle loads while maintaining ride and handling balance. There is no spare tire. Hyundai includes a tire mobility kit that can be found in the trunk. To further enhance handling character, N provides robust braking performance with massive upgrades over the rest of the Elantra lineup. The 14.2 by 1.2 inch front brake rotors are equipped with high friction pads to ensure best-in-class braking performance. The rear rotors span 12.4 by 0.8 inches. All of the rotors are internally ventilated and clamped down by single piston calipers. The calipers are finished in red and feature N logos on the front. An additional cooling aperture in the half-cut brake dust covers, combined with braking air guides, provide impressive cooling efficiency. Consistent braking force can be maintained even in harsh driving conditions. The parking brake is a traditional mechanical type with a pull lever in the center console. 4-wheel, 4-sensor, 4-channel ABS with electronic brake force distribution is standard along with brake assist. Braking was further enhanced with the 2024 refresh thanks to upgraded electronic stability control software and the addition of thermal protection on the front brake lines for increased endurance. The N's suspension is fully independent and upfitted to deliver incredible handling performance. The front suspension consists of a McPherson strut design, while the rear suspension is a multi-link design. The N's electronically controlled suspension is unique in that it allows for different suspension modes to tailor damper firmness for the type of driving you'll be doing. The front suspension features N-specific dual compound bushings. This, together with the dual compound trailing arm bushings, achieves optimal performance in ride and handling as well as noise, vibration, and harshness, separating front and rear and left to right dynamic forces. The Elantra N also applies 4-point strut rings and a much thicker 24mm rear stabilizer bar to strengthen body rigidity. The front stabilizer bar is 23mm thick. The Elantra N utilizes an integrated drive axle inspired by technology in WRC rally cars. By integrating the drive shaft, wheel hub, and bearing, nearly 4 pounds of weight was able to be saved, allowing for a lighter and stronger driveline. This also benefits control during extreme lateral G-forces. The N's rack and pinion steering setup is a little different from other Elantras. It's still an electric power-assisted setup, but the motor is mounted to the rack itself instead of being mounted to the steering column. The steering ratio is tighter, with a 12.2:1 overall ratio, and it takes less turns to go from lock to lock, 2.2 to be specific. The turning diameter is a bit wider than the other Elantras though, measuring 38.4 feet. The steering feels amazing. It's weighty, responsive, and performs as if it has telepathy, allowing for an impressively connected and consistent feel. The steering weight can even be dialed up more via the drive mode settings. Last year, the steering tolerances were enhanced for better steering feedback and more direct behavior. A new low-friction universal joint was also used to increase precision feel. Updated steering software was implemented for the new chassis and steering changes. The N features a unique 3-spoke bolstered steering wheel that's wrapped in a combination of smooth and perforated leather with darkened trim, blue stitching, and an N logo at the bottom. When equipped with the DCT, it's flanked by paddle shifters. The steering wheel controls are easy to use and have a high-quality feel. The steering wheel itself is adjustable for tilt and reach. The controls allow quick access to audio, hands-free phone and voice commands, cruise control, driver assistance, and a driver's information center. The latter is located within the cluster. It includes things like trip and fuel data, a tire pressure monitoring system, navigation information, and driver assistance. An N-specific menu offers a lap timer, G-meter, engine and oil temperature, and instantaneous torque and boost readouts. The cluster can be customized with a choice between several different layouts. The appearance can be manually locked or set to change automatically with the drive modes. There's even a cool cube-themed layout. When you switch over to the N drive mode, the cluster will switch to a unique N theme that makes the performance data more prominent and gives you a large central tachometer that features an interactive shift light. Powering the Elantra N is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder developed specifically by Hyundai's N division. It's an aluminum engine with dual overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder, dual continuous variable valve timing, and direct fuel injection, with a 9.5 to 1 compression ratio. It produces 276 horsepower from 5,500 to 6,000 RPM and a healthy 289 pound-feet of torque between 2,100 and 4,700 RPM, offering a broad and usable torque curve ideal for both daily drivability and high-performance use. It's able to hit 60 in about 4.7 seconds. For short bursts of extra power, models equipped with the DCT feature a function called in-grin shift, which temporarily raises boost pressure and sharpens shifting logic to deliver a surge to 286 horsepower for up to 20 seconds. The engine uses an electronically controlled wastegate actuator for quicker turbo response and improved thermal resilience under repeated high loads, while a re-engineered air intake system reduces pressure loss by 10%, sharpens throttle response, and reduces weight. To aid in heat management, the intercooler has been repositioned for greater efficiency compared to the setup used in the Elantra N line. Further contributing to handling precision, the engine mounts have been restructured to better control drivetrain movement under load, reducing unwanted torsion and enhancing feedback between the powertrain and chassis. Transmission options include a close ratio 6-speed manual with rev matching functionality that offers a mechanical engaging feel, or an available in-house developed NDCT, a wet clutch, dual clutch automatic transmission engineered for both track readiness and smooth street performance. Unlike traditional dry clutch units, this wet DCT maintains consistent performance under repeated load thanks to a better cooling and lubrication. It also unlocks in-power shift for aggressive torque-rich upshifts, in-track sense shift which automatically selects optimal gears during spirited driving, and the aforementioned in-grin shift overboost function. Both gearboxes come with standard launch control for fast, repeatable starts, and power is channeled through an electronically controlled limited slip differential that actively distributes torque between the front wheels for maximum cornering grip and minimized understeer. The entire experience is further enhanced by Hyundai's in-drive mode system, allowing drivers to individually adjust engine response, steering weight, suspension stiffness, ESC intervention levels, transmission behavior with DCT models, the limited slip differential tuning, and even the exhaust note. These settings can be saved and recalled using two customizable in buttons on the steering wheel, enabling on-the-fly switching between daily comfort and full performance setups. It is really mind-boggling just how customizable all these settings really are. A standout feature is the variable exhaust valve system, which includes three selectable profiles: Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus to control volume and aggressiveness. In Sport Plus especially, the system delivers satisfying pops, crackles, and overrun burbles that give the car a distinctive motorsport-inspired character. If this wasn't all enough, you also have the N Sound Equalizer, a virtual sound enhancement system that simulates engine sounds derived from Hyundai's TCR race cars and other settings, and allows the driver to fine-tune frequency elements such as whine, throat, and bass, or you can simply switch the feature off entirely to enjoy the engine and exhaust in their natural state. Even with all this performance, the Elantra N maintains reasonable efficiency, returning an EPA estimated 22 miles per gallon city and 31 highway with the manual, and 20 city, 30 highway with the DCT. Its 12.4 gallon fuel tank gives it respectable cruising range. Premium fuel is required. Altogether, the Elantra N's powertrain is highly capable, deeply configurable, and genuinely rewarding, delivering not just numbers but a full spectrum of driving experience that feels as precise and purposeful as it does exciting and approachable. The Elantra N's interior is purpose-built for performance driving, blending a motorsports-inspired layout with surprising practicality. Unlike other Elantra trims, the N model comes exclusively with an all-black interior trimmed in a combination of leather and Alcantara upholstery. N Light Sport seats are standard and designed to support both spirited driving and daily usability. The seats sit 10mm lower than those in the standard Elantra, helping to lower the center of gravity and create a more immersive connection between driver and car. Their reduced seatback thickness by about 2 inches also maximizes rear seat space, giving the Elantra N a rare blend of performance and real-world practicality. Performance blue accent stitching, illuminated N logos on the seatbacks, and N exclusive ambient lighting themes add visual flair that's unique to the model. Throughout the cabin, you'll find N-branded elements including the steering wheel, gear shifter, metal pedals, and door scuff plates. The overall layout is deeply focused on the driver. One of the most distinctive styling cues is the wraparound dashboard, which stretches from door to door in a wide, cohesive line, giving the cabin an open and contemporary feel. A key element of this design is the asymmetrical center stack divider, which subtly separates the driver from the front passenger and incorporates all of the key controls and infotainment functions. The structural layout is shared with the other Elantra models, but in the N it feels more purposeful, tightening the cockpit and drawing the driver more into the experience. The design naturally orients everything towards the driver, reinforcing the idea that this car was built to be driven hard and enjoyed fully. Slim horizontal air vents and a wide instrument panel contribute to a clean, uncluttered look, while physical controls provide satisfying feedback. The driving position is low and focused, with excellent pedal spacing and lateral support. The overall build quality is solid, and though many upper surfaces use hard plastics, the attention to layout and driver engagement more than compensates. For 2025, no significant interior design changes have been made compared to the prior model year, but Hyundai continues to refine this space with subtle enhancements to fit and finish. The Elantra N doesn't just focus on driving thrills, it also comes well equipped with cutting-edge technology that enhances convenience, connectivity, and daily comfort. A 10.25-inch infotainment touchscreen is standard, seamlessly integrated into the dash alongside a matching 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. The system is bright, responsive, and supports a split-screen interface with smartphone-like responsiveness. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard, though they require a wired connection, unlike many new vehicles that have adopted wireless technology. Paired with a premium 8-speaker Bose audio system, the infotainment experience is rich and immersive. Bluetooth multi-device pairing is supported, allowing 2 phones to be connected at once, and Hyundai's BlueLink connected car services give drivers remote access to features like climate scheduling, vehicle diagnostics, and remote start. A wireless charging pad sits conveniently ahead of the shifter, and a dual-zone automatic climate control system helps keep the driver and front passenger comfortable regardless of outside conditions. For those who prefer buttons, there's plenty of them in the center stack for quick and easy use. For more relaxed moments, the infotainment system includes a Sounds of Nature ambient audio program, offering calming soundscapes perfect for decompressing while parked. Voice control is another standout, thanks to Hyundai's natural language voice recognition system with speech-to-meaning and deep meaning understanding technologies. This allows for conversational commands like set the fan to my face, turn on my heated seat, or find the nearest coffee shop, with surprisingly fast and accurate responses that take into account context and location. Finally, the Elantra N features Hyundai Digital Key as standard, allowing owners to unlock, start, and drive the vehicle using a compatible smartphone via NFC and Bluetooth low-energy technology. Virtual keys can also be securely shared with family and friends, a feature that adds convenience and flexibility in daily life. While no major tech changes have been introduced for 2025, the system remains one of the most comprehensive and intuitive in the compact performance sedan segment, offering everything most drivers want with none of the fluff. Even though the N model is engineered with a stronger emphasis on driver engagement, it still comes well equipped with an impressive suite of both active and passive safety systems designed to support confidence behind the wheel. Standard features include forward collision avoidance assist with pedestrian detection, which can automatically apply the brakes if it senses a potential front-end collision. Blind spot collision avoidance assist and rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist are also standard, helping the driver detect vehicles in adjacent lanes or approaching from the sides when backing out of parking spots. Lane keep assist and lane following assist work together to help maintain the vehicle's position within lane markings, while driver attention warning monitors driver behavior to help detect signs of fatigue or distraction. Safe exit warning adds another layer of protection by alerting occupants if a vehicle is approaching from behind when they attempt to open a door. The Elantra N also includes smart cruise control with stop and go, which maintains a set speed and following distance, even coming to a complete stop and resuming automatically in heavy traffic. Complementing this is intelligent speed limit assist, which can detect posted speed limits via onboard cameras and navigation data and provide alerts, or even automatically adjust cruise speed based on those limits. While full highway driving assist is not included, the standard system still makes highway cruising less stressful in everyday driving. Unique to the Elantra N and the broader Elantra lineup is the inclusion of front and rear park distance warning. These sensors provide audible alerts as you approach nearby obstacles during low-speed parking maneuvers, adding extra peace of mind, especially when reversing or navigating tight spots. This feature works alongside the standard rear-view camera, which is enhanced by multiple selectable viewing angles and dynamic guidance lines to help visualize the vehicle's trajectory and surroundings. All Elantra models come with high beam assist, which automatically toggles between low and high beams based on oncoming traffic. Hill Start Assist Control helps prevent rollback when starting on an incline, and the standard Rear Occupant Alert provides a reminder to check the back seat before exiting the vehicle. In terms of passive safety, the Elantra N comes standard with 8 airbags, including dual front seat mounted side curtain, and a driver's knee airbag, helping provide protection in the event of a collision. The vehicle structure also incorporates high-strength steel extensively, designed to absorb and redirect crash energy away from the passenger compartment. The current generation Elantra manages to offer more interior space than its predecessor despite adopting a sleeker, more coupe-like profile. Thanks to clever packaging and a longer wheelbase, rear passengers benefit from a little over 2 inches of additional legroom and nearly half an inch more shoulder room than before. That may not sound like much on paper, but in practice, it gives the Elantra one of the roomiest back seats in the compact sedan segment. Compared to its key rivals, the Elantra shines when it comes to stretching out with 38 inches of legroom. Headroom measures 37.3 inches, which is on par with most competitors, though taller passengers, around 6 feet or more, might find head clearance a little tight due to the sloping roofline. At 5 foot 10 inches, I still had a bit of headroom to spare and plenty of legroom. The rear bench is wide enough to sit 3 in a pinch, though as with nearly every car in this class, it's better suited for 2 adults for longer journeys. Hyundai includes 3 adjustable headrests and clearly marked latch anchors for child seats, making it a viable option for small families. Amenities for rear passengers are fairly basic in the Elantra N. There's overhead lighting, a coat hook, grab handles, and bottle holders in the door panels. There are no seatback storage pockets or a fold-down armrest. There are no rear console air vents, but there are dual USB-C charge outlets. The overall comfort and sense of space are excellent for the class. The low seating position gives you plenty of under-thigh support, and the large side windows contribute to an open, airy feel. Despite the lack of amenities, the back seat doesn't feel like an afterthought. All of the unique N-specific trimmings carry on back here as well. Hyundai has managed to retain everyday practicality while giving the Elantra a bold new identity, one that feels far from compact in real-world use. The Elantra offers 14.2 cubic feet of cargo capacity, one of the largest trunks in the class. The trunk has a wide, accommodating opening. The lid itself is lightweight yet sturdy, and it's lined with insulation to help reduce road noise. Traditional gooseneck hinges are used, but they're cleverly integrated to minimize cargo intrusion. For comparison, there's noticeably more cargo space than a Toyota Corolla and a tad more than a Honda Civic sedan and Volkswagen Jetta. The extra space pays dividends in everyday usability, and the relatively low lift-over height makes it easy to load heavier or bulkier items without too much strain. Adding to its practicality, most Elantras, including the N, come equipped with Hyundai's hands-free smart trunk release system. As long as you have the key fob on you, simply stand near the trunk for about 3 seconds and it'll automatically open. No foot waving, no button pressing. It's a more streamlined solution than what you would typically find, and you can easily disable it from the infotainment system if you wanted to. The rear seat back in the Elantra N is a one-piece design, unlike other Elantras which utilize a 60-40 split design. What would normally be a great way to expand cargo space is hindered by the N's unique body brace. The seat release latches are conveniently placed right near the trunk opening, eliminating the need to reach from within the cabin. Although, you're not going to be passing anything large through up to the front seat. And beneath the trunk floor, since the Elantra N does away with a conventional spare tire, you do have a tire mobility kit along with a bit of extra storage space for smaller items or emergency gear. Hyundai also offers a range of helpful accessories like a cargo tray, side bins, rear bumper applique, and a cargo net to keep things tidy and protected. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.